Hi dope dolls, Andrea here, and today I'm going to show you how I made this leather studded hat as well as a jersey with matching leather sleeves and pants to match. If you would like to follow along, please visit my website at lovetandrea.com. The link will be down in the description below, and download your pattern. Okay, I started off in Photoshop with an image of Tupac, and I copied and pasted that image onto my template. I then printed the template out on cardstock, which is at 11 by 8.5. Okay, I then used fabric from an old shirt, and I'm going to keep the seams down below so I won't have to seam the bottom of the shirt. I also like how large the hemline is, so I want to use that on my jersey. Okay, I aligned the bottom of my fabric with the notch that I'm pointing to in the video. Okay, and then I just took some masking tape and I taped down the corners of the fabric. I also taped over that seam because I don't want ink to get on that seam. Okay, I then popped the template into the printer and it printed out on the other end. I did it twice actually. And I'm going to show you what I mean by ink getting on the seam. Okay, right here you can see where the ink just kind of rubbed off on the seam. That is why I put tape on the seam. So if you want to use the bottom of a seam, also apply tape. Okay, now I have my printable, and I'm going to cut out the template or the pattern for my shirt. And I'm going to use this pattern to trace around and make sure that I have the correct outlines, and then I'm going to cut my pattern out. Okay, now I'm cutting out the back and left, the back left and the back right patterns, and I'm going to use these patterns to cut out the back of the shirt. And now I have my pattern for my sleeves, and I'm just using an old leather bag from a thrift store that I got for like $1. And I'm going to use that pattern to cut out the sleeves. Okay, and when you're done, you should have two sleeves, a back right, back left pattern, and also the front. Okay, next I'm going to seam together the shoulders. So I have one shoulder done here, and then I'm going to do the next, the back left. Okay, and now I'm done seaming together the back left. And this is what it should look like when you're done. Okay, and then next I'm going to go ahead and seam the neckline. You just want to fold that down like so. And the secret to sewing doll clothes, because you're always sewing like little small hems, is you want to use a small needle. Okay, a lot of needles are like 26 and up. You want to go down to like a 20 or an 18. Okay, and that's going to help you get that really tight seam with a small fold. Okay, and this is what it looks like when I'm done. And now I have my sleeve pattern, and I'm just going across the sleeve with my ink pen, stitching in where I want my little jersey lines to go. And this is what it looks like when I'm done. And now I'm going to go ahead and sew on my sleeves. And next is the side seams, and then I'm going to go ahead and put on the Velcro. Okay, and now I'm done with my shirt, so I'm going to move on to the pants. I'm just cutting out the pattern for my pants. And when you cut out your fabric, you want to make sure that you have two, one for both legs. And you always want to work with the fabric facing each other. So you want to work with the wrong sides facing each other. And then I also have the pattern for the striping on the bottom of the pants. So you can just use that to cut out the stripes in whatever leather that you choose to use. Or fabric. You may not want to even use leather. And I'm just using crafting glue to glue on those stripes. You can also use fabric glue. And another thing is, if you don't have a sewing machine, you can also just use fabric glue. That will work just fine. Okay, and then I just hemmed the bottom of my pants. I just went straight across. And I'm just matching up my backs and my fronts, and I'm going to run a seam along the front of the pants. And this is what it looks like when I'm done. And this is what it looks like when you open it. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and hem the top of the pants, and I want to leave a little space because I'm going to be running elastic through there. So as you can see, I have a nice wide space at the top. I'm just using 5 inches of elastic here, and I'm going to attach it to a safety pin and then run that on through with the safety pin. Okay, and then next I'm going to go ahead and match my back sides together and seam that together so that I can hold the elastic in place. And then lastly, you just want to go ahead and seam the pants leg. You just want to go all the way around, and also cut off the stripping because it might get caught in the sewing machine. And this is what it looks like when I'm done. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and turn it on the right side so I can see what it looks like. And it looks good. Okay, now moving on to the hat pattern. You can also download that from my website, lovetandria.com, and you'll have a few little pieces here. I'm going to show you each piece in the video. There should be 6 pieces for the lining. And cut out 4 pieces for the front of the hat. There will be 2 pieces for the front of the hat, and actually 1 piece in the back, but I just had an extra one there. So actually you'll just need 3 pieces, 3 big ones, and then you'll have 2 little ones, and the 2 little ones will be for the side. Okay, and then you'll need cardstock for the brim. And I'm just tracing my pattern on the brim of the hat. And then I'm also tracing patterns for the fabric for the brim of the hat. And so here's a picture of everything. This is what it should look like when you're done cutting everything. Then I also made little stitch marks along the triangle pieces, just so that it'll look really, you know, like a real hat. You don't have to do that, it's optional. And I'm just putting everything together with crafting glue. And you know, crafting glue is no joke. Like when it dries really sturdy. So go ahead and just use a liberal amount if you decide to use the crafting glue. Okay, and here I'm just gluing it onto the lining of my hat, and then I'm going to apply glue to the access around the lining, and then that's how I'm going to attach it to the hat. So that's what I did for all of the pieces. And you just do that for every piece and it'll come together like a puzzle. Okay, and now I'm just gluing my fabric onto the cardstock for the brim of the hat. And you want to cut down that middle piece right there and then bend the folds up. And then we're going to apply glue to the folds and then just glue it to the hat. And lastly, I'm applying sticky gems. Just some regular basic sticky gems I got from Walmart. I'm not gluing them on because I might want to take them off later. But I thought they just look nice on the hat, so that's what I'm doing right now. But sometimes I take them off and I just let my dolls wear the hat without the sticky gems. Okay, and so that's it. Once again, if you want to follow along with this tutorial, please visit my website at lovetandria.com and download your printables. Thank you and have a great day. Bye now.